This conference will now be recorded.
So how you can using that exp export and import? No, that has been depreciated by the Oracle, but because I'm starting the backup, so first of all I am going with the traditional way of doing backup, right? And I have started with 8i, right? So 8i, 9i, 10g, thereafter 11g, now 12c in market. So whatever I am going to tell you, that has been depreciated by the Oracle. Nobody is using that. But because I am starting the backup, so first of all I am initiating the backup class with that command. So exp is the command, exp to take the export dump of the database. So you have to give the username sys slash sys, right, at the rate the, right, and the file. So what file you want to create? back.dmp, right? And log is equals to back log back dot log, right? And I will run that. And if I will give feedback, right? So whatever the feedback value I will give, so number of rows, for that number of rows, one dot will be displayed. So that will create a export dump with the name back.dmp. So exp is the command. Oracle is not a Oracle is available. So that will start. It will take some time to initiate. Okay, so when you will take that export dump, thereafter you will do import, right? IMP. Okay. So IMP again, user ID password sys slash sys at the rate TNS alias for that database OBA DB, and from which file you want to export. Means exp means you are exporting the data from the database into a backup dump file. Import means IMP means you are reading the data from that dump file and putting into the database, right? So once you have taken that export dump, right, that has been terminated because this OBA DB is not there. So I will go with, right. So here you can see back that log has been created. So you can also see that log as well. More, right? That message has been recorded in that log. So log means whatever the activity will perform in that export procedure. So all that activity has been logged into that log file. So set, set hello, are you?
This conference will now be recorded.
So the thing is, Alice, and ask it to start. What is the listener name? CT dollar Oracle underscore code slash network slash underscore cat. So the name of listener is listener. So Alice and ask it to start and so so exp. Yeah, hello. Yeah, can you hear me? Am I not audible? Hello, Oba. Am I not audible? Yeah. Hello. You can't hear me? Actually, you are showing offline here. You are showing offline here. Hello.
Hello? Hello.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes, can you hear me?
yeah. Can you?
Audible.
Should we start?
Yes, let's continue.
Okay. So exp and the username slash password at the rate tns alias, right? And thereafter file name, whatever the file name is there, whatever the file, whatever the dump file you want to create, you should have to give the same name. So I'm giving back.name and log back.log and feedback equals to, right? So it started. Oh, sorry, sorry. has started. See, the good thing with this export command is it is also copying your character set, right? You can see it is also copying your character set. So I mean, some of the condition you are going to migrate your database, right? In that condition, you should have to put your character set same, whatever the character set was with your previous database, right? So first of all,
Okay.
it will export your character set. Thereafter, it is exporting the definition of all your objects, whatever objects are there in your database, right?
Okay. Right.
So some of the objects binary double is not copying, so that is the limitation of export. So it will not copy your binary double, right? Because this is the depreciated command. So I'm just showing you means how we was running export command that time, right? I'm crossing it, right? I'm terminating it.
Okay.
So I just shown you that how we are running that export command, because nowadays we are not using this export command. So what this command will do, it will create a back.dmp. So ltr, this will create a back.dmp. See, and all your session will be recorded here. See, whatever has been done at that time, that all is, whatever the activity has been performed that time, all those activities are recorded here in log. Okay, so you can refer that log file for troubleshooting. You can refer that log file for checking whether my export has been completed properly or not. Okay, so this export command will create a dump file, right? That means you have taken all the data of your database in a form of dump file, right? One dump file. Now, to putting data from this dump file to the database, you will use import, right? At that time you was using import impdp, and the file name should be same, and the log name you will change, right? This is the command. No, what is the limitation and drawbacks of this export command? So you can see, means as many time I have created, if I will run this export command once again, right, and terminate it in between, so it will override this back dump file, back.dump file. What it's mean, by mistake, if you will run this command export and you have a use size of dump, that all will be overwritten. See, if I will do lsi ltrc, what size of that dump file, right? So the thing is, this command have lots of drawback, and it is also exhausting the resources, and it is also using some encryption and decryption like of activity, right?
Okay.
So to avoid all this activity, Oracle has introduced Datapump, right? What Oracle has introduced? Oracle has introduced Datapump. So I'm opening that. So for that, Oracle has introduced Datapump. So what Datapump is using means, instead of using exp command, they have put it expdp. Instead of using imp command, they have put it impdp. So the thing is, they have introduced a metadata moving engine in between data and the command, right? Also, they have introduced some APIs, direct path API and metadata API. So this is the metadata engine they have introduced in between. So that metadata engine is what that metadata engine is doing. That is doing the encryption and decryption of data very fast, right? So that data that means you can also directly means copy that data into the dump file by using direct path API, as well as the conversion of metadata will become easier by using that metadata API, right?
Okay.
there are
Okay.
there are two other feature also been introduced, that is called Oracle loader and Oracle data pump SQL loader, right? So there are three things we will cover in this chapter. This is very important to moving data from one location to another location. Nowadays with RMN we are also using this data pump feature, I mean expdp and IMP. So I am repeating once again, there is a DPMS underscore data pump, that is the package that has been introduced in between expdp command and the data, right? That is basically the data and metadata moving engine, means some pre-built programs that has been introduced as a middleware layer in between expdp and the data, right? As well as they also introduced to API. Those API are direct path access API, and another one is metadata API. Metadata API is used to moving metadata from your database to the dump file by using expdp, as well as importing data from your dump file to the database by using impdp. And you can directly access your means that SQL loader, and means that direct path API will provide a direct access of your data to copy into a dump file.
Okay.
There are two other feature has been introduced, that is called SQL loader and Oracle loader. I will also explain that SQL loader and Oracle loader. They are basically used to upload your data from some text file or some Excel file or some dump file, right? They will means they are externally, basically they have used as a command, means they are the feature, those are not inside your database, that is the external table API, and they load data from text file to the database, means into the tables, right?
Okay.
So this is the general architecture of your data pump.
Okay.
Is that clear?
That's clear.
So basically I have a note of that, just give me a moment. Basically that data pump API is providing the high speed export and import between your data and the external environment where you are creating the dump file. So So the thing is, the command is export expdp. Expdp instead of exp, they have introduced expdp, and for import impdp, right? So first is expdp. By using expdp, you can take a backup of your table. You can take first is first is the table backup, right? Second thing is, you can take after table schema backup. You can also take, right? Individual schema backup, right? Third thing is, after schema, you can take table space backup, right? And after table space, or you can also take full backup, full database backup. So there are following things you can back up by using expdp, right? Similarly, you can import a single table from your backup. Table table space. You can also import the table space. Space, right? So as you can export, similarly you can import them as well from that term file. So there are some other things that are introduced. One is on runtime, when during your import, when you are importing, you can rename your table. Means you have means in your previous database from where you have taken expdp, the name of your table was A or ABC. Now you can, with your import, you can rename it with XYZ in that where means where you are importing that table. Similarly, you can rename your schema as well. Yes, rename, right, on runtime, and you can rename the table space, right? So these are the things. So we will go one by one how we are doing that thing. So first is export, means you need to create a directory, right? You need to create a physical directory in your system, because the syntax of this is little bit different. So mkdir exp, right? My expdp directory is also already there, right? I will check whether any data in this expdp or not, right? So these are the directories I have already created inside expdp. I'm going forward. So thereafter, the first step is you need to create a directory object. Create or replace. You need to create a directory object inside your database. So first you have created this, right? Thereafter you are creating a directory object. Sorry. So you are creating a directory object. create or replace directory, and you can see I'm creating that directory object inside, because it is object just like table view indexes. So this is the command. Thereafter, you need to provide the permission on that directory object to the user which is going to export. So grant read, comma, write on directory to public, right? So I am giving that read write privilege to all the users. So whatever the users are there in your system, you are giving read write privilege to them. Table directory name, name of directories, right? So now point to be noted here. I have created a directory object and I have given a physical path of that or directory object, right? So this directory object is referring to this path, right? Up to this point, everything is clear. Is there any doubt?
No.
So first of all, you need to create a directory object, right? And give the permission to anybody. So here I have given HR that privilege to HR, because I am
Okay.
going to take the backup of that user by using HR or system. Now this is the syntax. This is the syntax. So expdp system slash password. Password is again system. Dump file is equals to dump file name. Log file is equals to log file name. Thereafter the directory is equals to my exp and full is equals to y. Right. So in this case, point to be noted, when I was exporting the thing, I'm using export, I need to provide the path. So this file will be created on the same path where I am running, from where I am running this query. So here you
Okay.
can see I have not given any path here, and the syntax is dump file instead of file, dump file instead of log, the log file. So
Okay.
one security concern was there that somebody can see that dump file, but here by giving that directory object is equals to name, because that path of that name has been defined inside Oracle, and nobody can see that path by referring that directory object. So that data where you mean when you are running that query, that data is safe,
Okay.
right? So fill is equals to y, that will take too much time, right? So I am just running that query, but it will take too much time. So I will disconnect in between. So you can see I have fired that query. It will take some time to initiate. So the password has expired. So I need to change the password. So either I will change that password or I will just cut it, and I will go with without giving any name, and to copy that data by using OS authentication. So I have done slash as system. So if I am sitting on server by taking RDP or by taking putty session, so I can run like this as well, slash and system, right? Now this will give me an error. Why? Because there was a file with this name expdp is present on that location, already present on that location, right? So
Okay.
if I would ls-ltr, this is already present. See, that file is there. Now this is also a difference between exp and expdp. In case of exp, means exp is every time is exp is every time overwriting that file. Whatever the file is creating there, again you have fired the same command with that file name. That command will overwrite that file on that location. But expdp is throwing you an error that that file is already exist. I cannot create that file with this name. So either you will rename that file which is already existing with that name, or you will create a file with new name. So what I am going to do, I am going to delete that file. See here, I will go on the. So from where it is picking that location, because I have created a directory object for that location. So automatically your dump file will be created on that location. So this is the thing. So running that command again, right? So either you will give system user password or any other username password, or you will just run it with OS authentication. So that will start, and it will take some time, right? So for full backup, what you need to do, you just have to give use syntax full is equals to y, right? So that will take full backup. All table space, all tables, all synonym, right? Everything it will copy.
Okay.
See, it has started. So I'm terminating this in between, right? So now this point is to terminate this job. So you cannot terminate in between like this. You just add Control C. You cannot terminate like that, right? You just see uh, is generally SQL, so DSC, jobs, right? So select set line, set right, and thereafter select job name for A20 for status. Select So you can see that export is executing. The status is executing. I will see select the star from DBA underscore jobs. So you can see all, right? Everything. So job mode is full backup. Full backup is executing. Right? Degree is one. I can use parallel as well. So what is degree? That is the parallel. Right? Now I want to kill this job. So kill underscore job. I want to write like this. Kill underscore job. First of all, I have press Control plus C, and thereafter I have to write kill underscore job. So are you sure? Yes. So that job will be killed. See, job has been removed from DBA jobs. Right? So this is the way to kill a job. Now,
Hello?
again I am running that query. Hello,
Hello? Okay, I
is
can
that
hear you
clear?
now.
Hello.
Yes. Hello? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So this is the way to kill your job. So this is the document with you. I will share this document. Next is tables, right? So next is table. Full equals to y will take the full backup. If you want to take any one table, select star. So so I'm taking any one of the table. So I have taken my tab, right? I have taken my tab. So the syntax now, right? I have taken power tab, right? So whatever the tables backup you want to put, just put those tables name by separating command, by putting command. Second thing is name. I'm going to change tab and tab because it will not create with the same name. So I'm hiding that command. Going with OS authentication as system. You can either give the name means system slash system like that. So that my tab. Okay, I just have to give the schema name HR HR slash system, right? Right. So those tables are copied. HR.bio emp and HR.mytab. Okay.
Okay.
Next thing is you can also copy the table spaces. So ESDP underscore table spaces. Come in, right? So select DBA underscore table spaces. Right. So my table space name is this and this. I'm using these two table spaces, right? So the syntax is table spaces, right? And table spaces name. So you can either means if you want to back up one table space, then only give the one table space name, right? If you want to back up backed up multiple table space, you just put those table spaces name between and the comma in between those table spaces. The name, whatever the name you want to give, TBLS, TBLS, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So that table space will be exported, right? There is only one file in that table space, right? So that has been exported and created a dump file expdp whatever the dump file name you have provided there. Okay, so first is full backup, full is equals to y. Second is table spaces. Third one is schema. So the syntax is schemas, right? And the schema name. So HR multiple. If there are multiple schema you want to backup, stop. Okay, and the name. So I have to change the name. Yes. It is not mandatory you will give the same doc file name just like the dump file, but I am doing nomenclature, so that way I am using the same name. I don't want to create some criticality in that command with regarding to name of that file. So schema again slash as system. If you want to take that backup from your client machine, what you need to do, you just have to provide the username slash password like this. So everything is there in this notepad. I will provide that notepad to you. Right? So multiple schemas you can copy from this schemas is supposed to. The import, right? So for import, first of all, I will show you how to take the full import. So the syntax is same. First of all, use first to y. Instead of that expdp, you will write impdp, right? Dump file path and name should be same, but you will rename the your import log file, right? So directory should be because in that location your dump is existing. This is the same one because my database is already there, right? If your database deleted, you can import that database by using this command, by using this impdp. So next is schema, right? So what I am going to do, I'm just going to drop this Scott user, right? I'm just going to drop that text Scott. So drop user Scott, right? All dependency will also be lost. That user dropped. Now what you want, that is where that is now you want to recover it. So I am showing you I'm not able to log in into that user. So also you can check from here as well. Select user name for DBA underscore users, right? What is there? No space because right now you want to recover it, right? So what you will do, you will use, because you have already taken that backup of that schema, you just impdp, dump file name should be same, log file name you can change because that will log, that is the log of your import impdp, right? And the schema and the name of your directory should be same because on that location that file is there. And Scott, which schema you want to import, Scott. So that Scott schema will be recovered from this schema is off, right? You will see command line again. So the Scott user should be there. Scott user is there, right? Previously it was not. Now, second thing is you want to, because Spot user is already there, you cannot import that user again. See, that will throw you an error, right? That will throw you an error. Already exists, right? But you want that data. So what is the thing is there? You can remap, means you can import that Spot user with any other thing. So the command is remap underscore schema, right? And thereafter you have to give a Scott and Scott to be imported with name Scott 1, right? Scott underscore 1, right? So this is the new feature of that Datapump, expdp, and that impdp. You can rename your schema on runtime when you are running impdp. So that Scott user Scott schema will be restored with name Scott Oba. So I'm going to connect. So again I will run that command. See, Scott Oba should be there. So what Scott Oba should be there. Scott Oba, right? Because Scott user is already there. You cannot import that schema with that same name. So what you have did, you have renamed that schema and restored with different, right? So the syntax is remap schema. Okay. Next thing is you can also import your tables as well. So the command is impdp, right? Dump file name should be same. Log file name you can change log file name, right? And the table is my tab and pow.emp. So I'm going to drop that hr.pow. So drop table hr.pow table or view, right? It is already there. So I'm going to drop that power. So I'm going to drop that power. Drop, right? So if I will run that command again, table of data. Now I'm going to restore that power emp from the backup. So the command is impdp dump file name, log file, directory equals my exp, and table is equals to this. Right? So that should be restored. Right? Is there? Okay, so you can now PowerMP is already there. You want to restore, but want to restore with different name. So remap underscore table, right? So hr dot pow emp. Now you have option. You can restore that table in any other schema. So I am going to restore in Scott, but I also want to change the name. Pow emp right? Got out pow emp remap table, right? So first thing means by using remap table, you can rename that table and restore with that changed name. Also, you can you can uh, you can copy that table to any other schema as well. Right? So that has been copied to Scott. So just I am going to copy into Scott. So select star from Scott dot pow emp1. Pow oh, I have did the mistake. So that has been gone into where? That has been gone into HR itself. We name this Scott.com because I have did some mistake. So, right, it is there. So it is already there in HR. Okay. So you can on runtime you can change the table name with import by using impdp, or you can copy that to another table. Similarly, you can do either you can table spaces, right? So what backup I have taken that time? Right? So table spaces. So the thing is, here is the export command. I don't want to write in. Okay, I will take the backup. exp yes. So I am going to take this appraisal again. Yes. Right. So I am going to take table space. Okay. So I'm going to drop that table space. Drop table space appraisal including contents and data files. Right. So table space has been dropped. Now I'm going to restore it. Right. Restore it. Dump file name should be same because I'm restoring with that dump file only, right? Slash as unable to okay. So this is I'm importing out from there, right? So that has been created. No, it has found me an error. Right? Slash completed with two error. Right? There was some export mistake. That's why means that export file was not perfect. Never- Don't mind, never mind. So the thing is that command is to import the data like this. You can also remap it on runtime. Remap put table space, and the table space name means the previous was appraisal. Previously it was appraisal. Now you want to make it as API, right? So that will be created. Right? Is that clear? Over.
Hello? Yes, sir.
Okay. So I think I have covered all. Second thing is you can also create a parameter file. Means your thing is very long. You can just create a parameter file and use that parameter file with syntax par file is equals to the parameter file path. So you know to give this complete string. You just give all those things, dump file name, log file name, directory, and table space, whatever the things you want to mention. You just create a par file and give that par file path in your par file keyword is equals to par file. You can also create a SQL file along with your command, means that whatever the command will run in background, that all will copied into SQL file, right? So I think I have covered everything, right? I will share this document with you, right? Tomorrow we will see SQL loader and Oracle loader, right? We will meet 7 a.m. tomorrow, 7 or 8 a.m. tomorrow, right?
Okay.
So I will inform you accordingly.
Okay, that's clear.
I'm not going to office tomorrow, so we will have a class in morning. Okay.
Okay.
So see you tomorrow. I'm going to
It's
end this session. Right. Bye.
all right.